Tonight, Joe gets smiled. Brick Yardley's friends from the LWB team had heard the news, very upset. And Brick Yardley, he's taken ill. Brick Yardley, he's an LNER P2 working on the Northwestern Railway and Hong Kong Airport City over many years. He most appointed fastest express on Solo and to Hong Kong City Airport. He also made something new for the new friends, his old teammate and the others old friend from LWB team, and even his old shipmate for the KMBs. He's a hard worker engine. He sometimes reported the express, sometimes reporting of the good train, and he had 3 partners working for his 4 double express survey. Had 2 female engine and a male engine. The 2 is a P1 and 1 is P2. They call Victorion, Jim, James, and Joe. They 3 is a Brick Yardley's best friend, and Victorion is his girlfriend, and Joe the cousin sister. They love to going together and together forever, and they most important the high-speed express. Sometimes they will pull the express alone, or sometimes they work together. And Brick Yardley, have lots of other female engines like Carol, the LNER A3, Cassandra, the J94, Lakinda, Mia, and Braxton. Even Gloucester and her sister Alex. But however, Brick Yardley was going no farther. One evening, it's very dark. Victorion, Jim, James, and Joe, they now were taking the evening express from Hong Kong Airport back to Vicarstown. And they soon arrived at the airport. They were very exhausted. This is a very heavy express, said Jim.
Yeah,
said Joe.
I agree,
said Victorion.
I wish Bricky here, but he's isn't here.
I wonder where that idiot was, said Jim. And they saw the Vicarstown station. There's a familiar P2 in the distance. Oh, there is Brick, said Jim crossly.
And he was hide,
said Joe.
I don't believe it,
said Victorion. And the 3 opposite raced to the Vicarstown station. Meanwhile, at Vicarstown's shed, Brick Yardley is left alone. He got taken ill, and he can't pull the train anymore. I think what's happened to me, said Brick. I feel very weak, and soon I can't change and move, I think. Just then, and he doesn't know Victorion, Jim, James, and Joe, they now were watching him in distance. What are you up to, Brick? said Jim. And Joe knows of Brick Yardley's very, very sick.
Guys,
said Joe.
I think Brick doesn't feel well. Let me talk to him.
And he go to the shed and next to Brick.
Brick,
said Joe.
Is there something wrong? Why did they do with us on the express?
Brick didn't answer, and he's still looking down at his buffers.
Is there something wrong, Brick?
said Joe. Well, said Brick. I feel sick, he said. Well, I was go to the hospital that time, and the doctor said I got COVID. Joe was very shocked.
You got what?
She stared. I'm not joking, Joe, said Brick. I actually got COVID.
So that means you can't pull the express?
Yeah, I think I need to 2 days later, I need to go to hospital. I need to stay there for a few days. Joe felt terrible what Brick was said, and she steamed sadly away. And soon she steamed next to Victorion and Jim. Joe? said Jim.
Is something wrong?
said Victorion. Joe sadly told about for Victorion and Jim about Brick Yardley got COVID.
Well, he need to go to the hospital.
And she will want to cry. Jim and Victorion don't believe what Joe said. The next day, Cassandra reporting a passenger train will make Sarah and distant.
Cassandra?
Said Sarah.
Do you hear the news? What's the news?
Said Cassandra.
Well, Brick got COVID and he need to go to the hospital today. What?
Said Cassandra. And she very, very upset about Yardley got COVID. Not Cassandra and Sarah also. Lakinda and Mia also heard the news about Yardley got COVID. And his old shipmate for KMB. What? We got COVID? Said one. This is impossible, said another. Well, what do we do? Said another one. I think we need to find a doctor to see what's going on, said another one. And in Shaohuan Depot, Carol Weathers, Bobby Tessa and others at Brick Yardley's teammate also heard the news of Brick Yardley got COVID. Brother got COVID? Said Buck. Well, how is this possible? Said Cam. I don't know, said Witch. There's something wrong for Chap. Yeah, we must see him go to the hospital, said Cal. Soon Brick Yardley's teammate go to the hospital to see what's the matter. And they found Clarkson waiting for Brick. Wait, Clarkson? Said Witch. What are you doing here? Well, I heard a message about for Victorion, said Clarkson. And tell me about Brick Yardley got COVID. I go to see him. What's the matter? We also got the news there, Clarkson, said Cal. Do you know what's happened to him? Well, the thing is, actually, it was his master tell me about he got COVID, and because he had got override, and he now in the hospital in the state of few days, and he can't pull the express and can't talk with each others. And the LWB teammate looked inside the bathroom. They can see Brick Yardley still on the bathroom. He felt very exhausted and weak. The doctor will make him feel better, but nothing worked. Brick Yardley's teammate felt very, very upset and felt very sorry to Brick. Just then, the KMB's old shipmate for Brick Yardley's and come to see him. Hey guys, what's the matter for him now? Said the one. We're sorry to say there, said Cal. Yardley needs to have a long rest before he needs back on survey, said Parker. Wait, said another. Is he dead? No, he's not dead, said Witch. He's still in the bathroom. He still can breathing, and we doesn't know which day can leave the hospital. 3 days later, and since Brick Yardley is in the hospital, Victorion, Jim, and Joe, they now working for charge for Brick Yardley Express. They felt very, very exhausted because Brick Yardley is gone, and now they very, very cross because they doesn't have Brick help.
Since Brick is still in the hospital,
said Victorion,
we can't pull any lucky day.
Indeed, said Jim, and we need him help, but he still had got COVID. What do we do?
I no idea. I just had an idea now,
said Joe. They still arguing like a bloody idiot. However, when they still arguing, they doesn't hear an unfamiliar angel was steaming up next to day 3. Oh, they're still looking for me in my new look, said Briggs, said a familiar voice. Well, it seems that we doesn't have any time to do, said Jim.
No, Ross,
said Victorion.
Me too,
said Joe. But they will reply. And here's something. Looks like you guys will miss me, said the menial voice.
Oh, Bricky, good to see you back.
Holy moly. Whoa! Thanks and I go back to back my LWB paints, didn't you, Georgies? said Brick Yardley.
Wait a second,
said Joe.
Is that you, Brick?
Of course it's me, Joe, said Brick. How do you like a new coat of paint?
We thought you don't need us,
said Victorion happily. Yeah, me too, said Brick. I almost thought I would got dead, but I finally got back because I already had got to see on the hospital of only 3 days. Several days later, everyone soon know about Brick soon defeat of the COVID, and soon he now back on survey. All the angels are very happy to see him again. Even Cassandra and Rosie are very happy to hear the news. Several days later, seems Brick soon back on survey when he backed down the timber shed, and he found Henry in the distance. Henry, what are you looking for that? He said. Well, there's something I need to tell Brick, said Henry. How do you get COVID that time when I actually first know you that time? Well, it's actually a few days ago, Henry, said Brick. I actually felt very sick that time. I thought I got something in the distance. I go to hospital to check, and the doctor said I got COVID, and that me very weak indeed. I can't take the express, and so now I'm on the hospital leave for stay of 3 days still more, and I soon back on survey. So I'm say that I'm sorry you worry about me. No, it's okay. The breaks Henry, and also I got someone to see you. What's someone? Said Brick.
Guess we see again there, Bricky,
said Eileen. Brick, of course, our first mother to see Eileen again. How again, sister? Said Brick. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, then, Bricky,
said Eileen.
How's your day going?
I'm pretty fine, sister, said Brick. Didn't mind me, and soon I got some reason, and that's all.
Seems you seem like idiots, I should say.
Ha ha, really funny, sister, said Brick.
I'm really joking,
said Eileen. Just then, Joe and Victorion right back to the shed.
Hey, Bricky,
said Victorion.
Do you feel any better?
Very better, the choice, thank you.
I also buy something to give you,
said Joe, and she buys some food to give Brick to eat. Brick smiled at the P1. Thank you, Joe, said Brick, and thank you all of you girls.
No problem there, Bricky,
said Eileen, and the A3, 2P2, and the P1 they stayed together and talked together forever.